Good morning, good evening, good afternoon and good night, wherever you may be on this wild, wacky and sometimes disturbing planet of ours. But one thing remains. That is stamp collecting fun. Yes, we love it, we need it. And it helps keeps us all safe and, healthy. So, what's going on today? Well, I've got a box of stamps here. But boxes of them: Israel, Iran, DRC, Ukraine, USSR. So what's happening? Well, we've got the Peace Prize for stamps to Il Presidentissimo. Post is just wheeling it in. El Presidente, Poste has brought this. Yeah. And the president's there doing stamps, and maybe that's his bodyguard. Adolf is holding court as per usual. I've run out of pens, unfortunately, nice pens. So I'm using sort of ordinary pens now to fill in. This is just coming. This is probably the last one I've got. It's coming to the end now, and it's a 0.2 rather than a 0.5. Does it say on here? 0.2. 0.2. Yeah, 0.2 instead of a 0.5. I usually do. Anyway, you get it. So there's a cartoon to start today. And what I thought I'd do is, I'm not going to do too long today. I just want to look, because I've been investigating the Romania pages. So we'll go to the Romania page and have a look at what is occurring with my Romana page. In fact, that could go there, couldn't it? That would fit in there. So Romana. So I wouldn't say I've done a lot of work, but I've done some work on it. I wanted to load them up and see how they looked. The interesting thing, first of all, is the very first stamp. Can I find a date for that stamp? No. Well, I haven't gone too deeply. For example, I haven't used Google Search. I've used Google Lens, but I haven't used Google Search. And I haven't used AI because I was on a bit of a roll with Google Lens, to be honest. So I will absolutely return to this stamp. It looks, with this, it looks Soviet invasion or pre-Eastern Bloc, in my opinion. I'm not sure, but it also may be a map. I think we did look at this. This stamp came up today. Is it a map or is it a mountain on the sea? I don't know. But I love the post horn there, which does indicate that it's a post. It's celebrating the post office. Anyway, we'll move across, and here we have a 400 lei, cancelled in Bucharest, 1991. A building. I haven't gone further than the building because when I was just searching for the year when I was doing this one. But it looks like it looks very modern and university type, doesn't it? Yeah. And here we have Posta Romana again, 1969. So this is a portrait, an artistic portrait of Sofia, who was a big cheese, presumably in Romania at one point. So that's a nice big old stamp, compared to that, it's quite big. And then we get to, these are the ordinary size stamps, and that's a big stamp. This is getting into the era of big stamps, which I must say I'm not a fan of. They seem more like Cinderellas. They seem more like stickers rather than stamps. I like to see these things go through the post. This, again, it could be cancelled to order there, just there. As indeed that one maybe. Don't know. Here we have a definitive, which is a 1955 to 56 stamp. 8.45 lei. And this is a building in Bucharest. 1960 stamp, celebrating weaving. So this depicts a weaver. Here we got RP Romina. And here we got P Romana. are we seeing a difference here? Are we seeing a change of government, or change of emphasis, or change of name? Not sure. Here we have Posta Romana back in 1960, 55. Yeah. Yeah, here's another of these Rominas. But we'll stick with this. We'll go on to, we'll go to here, so 1960. And this is a tractor. So it's looking at farming to lay. So it's the same denomination, but a different way of spelling the name of the country. I'm not sure. Here we got 67, so back to Posta Romana here. And here we have the symbol, the horn, the postal horn, and it's blaring out as that. And this is Bernie. So, I don't know, maybe these are actually all on the wrong... We're not singing from the same hymn sheet here. I don't know. Here we have 1971, a bus. What is the world without a bus? But having said that, is it cancelled properly? Is it cancelled to order? It seems very intact, that cancel. Oh, Posta Romina, STI suggests to me Bucharesti. 1960, so it fits in that sort of era. And we got Posta down here on Barney. So yeah. So there's one there, another one here with a little tag on it, so kept. 5 Barney. 67, back to Romana again. 74 Romana. Here we have a sailing boat, schooner. The Nava Squala Mircea. And I think that's a map. I think it's possibly a telephone map. So telephones have been introduced all across the country by 1971. Very well done. Now we carry our own round. Posta Romina 55. So what's going on here? Have we have a completely different country here? Because or have I got the year wrong? I don't know. To be fair. It's lay again on 20. Don't know. 1968, Posta Romana. 82, we got some nice buckets. Can't beat buckets. Another ship, 67. And the ore carrier Ortui, or Ortul, 1974. Now, is Romana landlocked? And if so, how has it got the sea and a ship? I think we should be told. 1970, well, we got it nice and clear there, so that's quite handy. Nice road. Maybe the roads were getting into some order then. And Romana 1968, the radio tower by the look of that. So that's quite nice. We're seeing stamps, these small stamps, we're seeing improvements and technology emerging, and buildings becoming important, and interestingly, no people. Boats as well. Telephones. The ability to telephone people. Okay, we turn over. We'll keep our eye on the Romina and Romana. 1991, this apparently is a hotel, so we're getting into tourism by now. Posta Romana 64, Bernie. So the Bernie has replaced the lay, but the Romana is not Romina. It is around that area. Maybe this is the year is some crossover point. I don't know. 1982, we have now, popular art. We have the fine arts coming in. We have the better things in life. becoming important to the country. Folk art, in other words. This is Petru Grotza. I can find... Well, I haven't looked for anything about him. Posta Romana. I don't know the year. Looks like 84, but I can't be sure. The reason is Google Lens doesn't like faces of people because they think it's interfering with privacy and the like. Well, maybe they're right. 1955, Romina. Could it be a different area of the country? 68, Romana. 55, Romina. Barney again, so Barney here, 64. Now this is Romana, and this is Romina. You get where I'm going with this. Here we do have people working, so, you know, we've got a scientist of sorts. We have the telephone. We have a person coming, driving something, maybe a tractor. The Romana here, 64. Another person I haven't been able to identify. I should look if I had eyes to see. Some earlier was 1960, women working, or maybe women sharing a desk with a man in, I don't know, college maybe? Maybe education was open for women. Here we have Romania, 1921. So we see Romania for the first time, or Romania as we know it. And it looks social. So we're looking at possibly the end of the monarchy and more of a social thing, construct. And here we have a King Carol the First. King Carol the First, I think he is. 1898, so this is quite an old one. And it's, you know, it says Romania, or Romania there. Romania, anyway. And here we have King Carol again. So King Carol the First. Oh, so he has carried on. Well, First World War possibly had some sort of stuff going on. So King Carol, did he return after there? Between the wars. 1930 stamp anyway, and a Romania is there. We're back now. 67, Romana. Dej, this is the name of the town, Dej. Bran Castle, better known as Dracula's Castle, 1972, so they're getting onto this, aren't they? Bucharest as well as Council, and a Bucharest Council there, St Michael's Church. So keeping the churches despite communism, which is reassuring. Densus, the town of Densus, 1973, and the telephone, the telephone, 1967. We've had this one before, but nice to keep, nice to have a double. Transport is being celebrated, Posta Romana, horn and postal van. Is that daily life? Romina, 1960. Post horn. Again, the postal service, so you've got letters, you've got the telephone, you've got telegrams presumably, so yeah, they get it. Then we get into the more modern, 1993, the Clivinia beetle. It's a beetle. Here we have 67 Romina, Romana 65. What is going on? And Sibiu, the town of Sibiu with their big tower, 2007. Not convinced about that as a correct date. We're running out of time, so we go to the little lambs. We'll go to fish and horse. What do you call these? Horse fish? Horse. I don't know. I've run out of words. An aeroplane from 67. Telex all around the world. So now in 1971, Romania was able to contact the outside world properly. The Heroes Mausoleum in Bucharest, 1972. So this was probably paying homage to the victims of First World War, Second World War. Pussycat, 60 Barney, Romania. So we're getting more into Romania here. Look at the inflections on the A's. And finally, Moldovita, Monastery Fresco, So they didn't burn their frescoes, to be fair. They retained them. Very, very well done. Very well done. Anyway, that's my Romania collection and what I've been learning about it and discovering all the pitfalls of it. I hope you went and let me know what you think. Romina, Romana, I say Romina, you say Romana. Let's call you know what it is. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you very soon. It's red hot out there, bit of wind which doesn't help, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.